Well, it wasn't as warm as yesterday, but it was still pretty nice to get outside all the same, with a decent amount of sunshine for everybody. As we head into the night, cloud cover increases, though, with low temperatures mainly in the 30s. And then we get ready for a bit of a split. South and east will be in the 60s one more time, but West River especially 50s, even a couple of 40s out of the question. They also have a better opportunity for some rain developing. That spreads eastward, at least to the east and southeast on Thursday. We'll still talk about that and more coming up in a little bit, but until then, First and 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
Coming up, we get a look at the crime numbers for Sioux Falls.
Plus, a push for a new rideshare ordinance in Minneapolis could leave people without a ride. We'll explain why. And
President Biden announces his budget proposal. Reaction from Senator John Thune coming up. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. It's championship day for the Summit League tournament, and the energy is high as both SDSU teams look to take home a title.
Fans held a pep rally ahead of the women's championship game that is underway right now.
Well, KELOLAND's sports director Grant Sweeter has a live update from the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Grant?
Yeah, guys, we're out at the Premier Center where the women's championship game is going on between SDSU and NDSU. And for the Bison, 4-minute score, we're trailing, but they've bounced back a little bit. They've actually just grabbed the lead, 15-11, with 5 straight points to take the lead over SDSU. Now, it's a really tight one so far. They lead 15-11 here. 7:48 to go in the second quarter. Both teams really playing some good defense. And that's going to be the key going forward, is who's going to win on that defensive side.
All right, we're having some audio problems with Grant Sweeter there. We apologize for that. Hopefully, we're going to rejoin him again later in this hour. So.
What we're not having a problem with today, at least in the Sioux Falls area, is the weather.
The weather is perfect out there. Adam?
Yeah, it has been absolutely fantastic to get outside. Not just here in Sioux Falls, but really across the entirety of KELOLAND. It has been a beautiful day. Also not as windy. So that's been working in our favor as well. In fact, we'll just start with a view all around KELOLAND. You really cannot go wrong today, north, south, east, or west. But we'll start to the north. There's Eureka, 67 degrees right now with a southeast wind a little more tolerable than yesterday. That's at 15 miles per hour. Meanwhile, we'll go from north to west, and we'll take a look at how they're doing in Sturgis this afternoon. And yeah, there's some high-level cloud cover starting to build in, but still, it could be a lot worse. And considering cloud cover is the only blemish to an otherwise very nice day that we have on our hands, yeah, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We are still in the upper 60s and even at 70 degrees in a couple of areas, including 70 on the dot here in Sioux Falls, 65 for Worthington, Mitchell, Chamberlain, and Phillips, 67 in Huron, 60 for Faith, 62 Rapid City, 57 though in Spearfish, and 49 degrees the cool spot in Custer, and that's by a wide margin. Winds are more tolerable right now. 5 to 10 miles per hour. More out of the north if you're East River, but you notice out to the west, we're starting to pick up with that breeze a little bit more. It's 10 to 15 miles per hour. Still not bad considering we had gusts upward of 30 or so miles per hour at the same point yesterday. So there is a stationary front with a surface area of low pressure that basically is sitting over the western and southwestern portion of South Dakota. No moisture associated with this yet, but that is expected to change, however. So you will keep that in mind, especially if you are West River for the day on Wednesday. Speaking of tomorrow, mid to upper 60s one more time. The farther south and east you go for high temperatures. To the northeast, though, we see a few changes. 50s and 60s, that's still pretty good for this time of year, but a little more cloud cover up that way and a more pronounced easterly wind. Out west, that's where we start to bring in those opportunities for rainfall. Also notice those cooler temperatures toward Hot Springs, Rapid City, Spearfish, and Martin as well. We're going to start to see that spread farther to the east as we head through the rest of the week and towards St. Patrick's Day weekend as well. More on that and the rest of your forecast will be coming up as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. Fire concerns remain high in some areas due to our dry, warm weather. Today, Brown County issued a burn ban today until further notice. The ban prohibits or restricts open burning for public safety. It does not apply to barbecue grills.
Developing this afternoon, authorities in Han County say they have recovered the body of a missing teenager. The sheriff's office says that crews found 17-year-old Wyatt Rowland and his pickup in a body of water north of Miller. No other details have been released at this time. The Sioux Falls Police Department and city leaders say that crime numbers generally remain stable in 2023, even as the city's population grows. New numbers released today shows major crimes were down from previous years.
The numbers that we'll see today are a result of just smart policing, smart collaboration, good partnerships in the community.
One crime that hasn't slowed down is the number of stolen vehicles in Sioux Falls. We'll take a closer look at the crime report and hear from law enforcement coming up on KELOLAND News at 5.
Well, time could be limited for rideshare options in Minneapolis. A recent ordinance passed by the city council raising driver wages has Uber and Lyft claiming they'll stop services May 1st. With a resolution still up in the air, Uba Ali talks with people who say they rely on their rides.
It just makes it more convenient, especially driving in the city.
Ditching her car and catching an Uber to First Avenue
For a Ricky Montgomery concert
was a no-brainer for Quinn Hayes. In fact, many people, including Aijane Cross,
I use it every day, twice a day.
turned to Uber and Lyft for a night out. Have you heard that Uber and Lyft might pull out of Minneapolis?
No, I didn't hear that. That's actually really stressful to hear because I don't know how I would get most places.
The threat of Uber and Lyft skipping town May 1st leaves Cross and many others behind.
As a blind person, not being able to get my license, Uber and Lyft has given me independence to really go out and explore the world on my own.
Her independence now in the balance. After Minneapolis City Council passed an ordinance that would guarantee drivers no less than $5 per ride and 80% of fees for canceled rides. Lyft says the new proposal would nearly double prices for rides in the city.
We just increased minimum wage payment for most people, so why would you deny these working class people?
Mayor Fry vetoed it.
Bottom line, I'd rather have Uber and Lyft here.
But the council has the power to override that veto. For Cross,
we have a mutually beneficial relationship.
each ride is her connection to the world. In Minneapolis, Uba Ali, WCCO News.
Mayor Fry is calling for a special council meeting next week. He says the city needs time to prepare for what's next if the council overrides his veto.